Good evening. A warm welcome to Set of Business RTV's Primetime Business News Bulletin with me, Rukshi Panditharatna. Let's take a look at the headlines first. Sri Lanka to finalize tenders for gas extraction in Mannar by September. And Central Bank targets year-end reserves to be at $7.2 billion. And today on Top Stories, the Central Bank says with the upward adjustment in market interest rates, the year-on-year growth of credit extended to the private sector by commercial banks has decelerated gradually to 21% by end February and 20.4% by end March 2017. The growth of credit extended to the private sector by commercial banks was at 21.9% at end 2016. Meanwhile, addressing the media this morning, Central Bank Governor Dr. Indrajit Kumaraswamy said they prefer to see the overall credit growth to be around 15%.
If you look at overall credit growth, you take government, corporations and the private sector, it's at about 18%. Now, ideally, we would like it to be about 15%. As things stand, one of the reasons why the monetary policy stance wasn't changed is that we would like to see the pass-through effects of the last rate increase by 25 basis points. By our reckoning, it should moderate by the end of the year to the place that we want it to be. We would like overall credit to be about 15%. Ideally, of that 15%, you want a fair chunk to go to the private sector, so that the government is not crowding the private sector out.
The governor said last year there was a fiscal consolidation of 1% of gross domestic product in order to curb the economy being depressed. He pointed out that the fiscal consolidation coupled with a tightening monetary policy would help the economy to improve gradually.
Because unlike in the past, the intention is not to artificially boost growth. The focus is on now stabilizing the economy, to strengthen macroeconomic fundamentals, and to get sustained growth through investment. See, that's how you really have to strengthen the growth framework by an improved investment performance, not by either pumping in money out of the budget or pumping in money through the credit channel, because then, it's artificial, it's all artificial, you get a sugar high and then you have to hold brakes and stabilize again. So this time around, we want to break that stop-go cycle.
The governor also disclosed that the central bank projects the country's gross reserves to be increased to $7.2 billion by end 2017. He also said there will be more borrowings from the international market for liability management. The central bank needs to raise $2.6 billion for debt servicing this year, and already it has settled $1.4 billion.
We are at about $5 billion now. So you have the international sovereign bond of $1.5 billion. You have a syndicated loan of $450 billion. The central bank anticipates making direct purchases from the market of $1.2 billion. The government's asset sale program of hotels, non-strategic assets like hotels, etc., we reckon there could be about $500 million raised through that. And if the Hambantota deal goes through, the first two tranches, 100 million will come on signing and 300 million after 3 months, so that's another 400 million. So if you add all that up, and then of course there'll be outflows in terms of debt servicing. I think there's about 2 billion of debt servicing left this year.
In fact, about 2.6 billion to the entire year. We have already made around 50% of that.
Okay. So then you have to net it out with the debt servicing.
1.4 billion.
Yeah. So we reckon we'll end up with about 7.2 billion. Now that we may, with the change in the law, do a little bit more borrowing from the international capital markets for liability management in the future.
Former Minister and UPFA MP Bandula Gunawardena says he will go to the Supreme Court to get the view of the Supreme Court judges on the rupees notes bearing the signature of the former Central Bank Governor Arjuna Mahendran. Addressing the media, the MP said he will file a case soon after the Vesak holidays are over.
සභානායක නීතිඥ ලක්ෂ්මන් කිරියල්ල මහතා කියනවා හිටපු මහා බැංකුව අධිපති අර්ජුන මහේන්ද්‍ර මහතා ලංකාවේ පුරවැසියෙක් ලෙස තමයි මේ නෝට්ටුවට අස්සන් තබලා තියෙන්නේ කියලා. අර්ජුන මහේන්ද්‍ර මහතා කෝප් කමිටුවට ගිහිල්ලා කියනවා තමන් එසේ දිවුරුම් දීමක් දීලා පුරවැසිකමක් ලැබපු නැති බව. ඉතින් මේ පිළිබඳ දැන් නෝට්ටුව වළංගුද නැද්ද කියන එක පිළිබඳ ලක්ෂ්මන් කිරියල්ල මෙතුමාටවත් මටවත් වෙනත් පාර්ශ්වයකට තීරණය කරන්න බෑ. හොඳම දේ තමයි අපි මේ සඳහා ශ්‍රේෂ්ඨාධිකරණයට ගිහිල්ලා ශ්‍රේෂ්ඨාධිකරණයේ අර්ථකථනය ලබා ගැනීම. විදේශීය පුරවැසියන්ට ඉහළ තනතුරු දරන්න එසේ පුළුවන්කමක් තිබෙනවද නැද්ද යන්න පිළිබඳ නීතිමය වශයෙන් පැන නගින අර්බුදය විසඳාගත යුතු වෙනවා. මොකද මුදල් ක්‍රමයේ රඳා පවතින්නේ මහජනයාගේ විශ්වාසය මත. මහජන විශ්වාසය බරපතල ලෙස පරුදු වෙලා තියෙනවා ශ්‍රී ලංකා මහ බැංකුව සම්බන්ධයෙන් පසුගිය වර්ෂ දෙක තුල.
Let's take a look at more news after this break. Welcome back. Minister of Petroleum Resource Development Chandima Veerakkodi says that the Ceylon Petroleum Corporation recorded a profit of 80 billion rupees last year. Ceylon Petroleum Storage Terminal Limited and Polypto have also recorded profits. Speaking further, the minister said the process to find an investor to extract gas from the M2 block of the Mannar Basin will be finalized in September.
ආයෝජකයෙකු සොයා ගැනීම සඳහා වූ කොන්තරක්තුව සෙප්තැම්බර් මාසයේ අවසන් කිරීමට කටයුතු සියල්ල සූදානම් කරලා තින්නේ. මේ වන විටත් ඉහළම අන්තර්ජාතික තෙල් සමාගම් 8කට ආසන්න ප්‍රමාණයක් ඒ පිළිබඳ ටෙන්ඩර් පටිපාටියට සහභාගී වන බවට දැනුම් දීලා තියෙනවා. ඒක අති විශාල ජයග්‍රහණයක් හැටියට අපි දකිනවා. මොකද මේ රටේ ස්වාභාවික වායු තියෙන බව සොයාගෙන තියෙනවා. ඒ උකහා ගැනීම සඳහා අවශ්‍ය කරන ආයෝජකයා වීමට 8 දෙනෙක් තරඟ කිරීමට එකතු වීම ලොකු ශක්තියක්.
Minister Mahinda Amaraveera says a cabinet spokesperson will be appointed from the Sri Lanka Freedom Party to attend the cabinet media briefings. At present, ministers Gayantha Karunatilaka and Dr. Rajitha Senaratne perform as co-cabinet spokesmen.
ඒ වගේම තවත් ශ්‍රී ලංකා නිදහස් පක්ෂයෙන් ඉදිරියේදී මාධ්‍ය ප්‍රකාශකවරයෙක් මාධ්‍ය හමුවලට සම්බන්ධ වෙයි. අපිට අවශ්‍ය උනේ ශ්‍රී ලංකා නිදහස් පක්ෂයේ මත ඉදිරිපත් කරන කෙනෙක් එතන ඉන්න ඕන කියන. ඔය ගයන්ත ඇමතුමා ඉන්නේ මාධ්‍ය අමාත්‍යවර විදියටනේ. ඒකට සහ සම මාධ්‍ය ප්‍රකාශය. ඉතින් දැන් ඊළඟට ශ්‍රී ලංකා නිදහස් පක්ෂෙන එතනට එක්කෙනෙක් නියෝජනයක් ඉදිරියේදී ඇති වෙයි. අපි ඉදිරියේදී සාකච්ඡා කරලා ජනාධිපතිතුමා කිව්වේ මටත් අපේ පක්ෂයේ ලේකම්තුමාත් සාකච්ඡා කරලා නමක් දෙන්න කියලා අපි ඉදිරියේදී හොඳ කෙනෙක්.
Let's take a look at stocks after this break. Welcome back. The trading at the Colombo Stock Exchange ended in a mixed note today. The all share price index dropped by 0.63 points to close at 6,666.83 and the S&P SL 20 index gained 9.16 points to close the session at 3,836.5. The turnover was 721.3 million rupees and 42.5 million shares were traded. Let's take a look at today's forex rates. Thank you for watching State of Business. See you tomorrow at the same time. Till then, take care. Good night.